Hello boys and girls, welcome back into another one of my videos. Today I'll show you something different and I'm gonna show you on how you can make currency in Path of Exile. Um, I found this to be the easiest method that I've seen, and apart from just going with maps and doing whatever, I think this is probably for new players as well, and it requires not that much investment. So to go over, first of all, for people who only got into endgame, this is not gonna work. I suggest if you go into an endgame, I suggest that you first of all do all the maps first, to the point where there's a lot of bosses that you need to kill, and to a point where you have a lot of sockets as well. And I say that because you're not gonna make that much currency if you don't have watchstones and if you don't have many things unlocked, since you do need nodes and stuff, and that's where you make the biggest amounts of currency. Uh, I found one method to be very good. I've searched a lot on YouTube and the internet in general. I've searched that, all the regions are very good. For example, Lex Proxima. I mean, you can you can make a lot of currency with sacred grooves. Um, for example, here you can make a lot with essences, which I think essences is a bit better, but it requires a bit more investment. You can make things with June, um, Legion, Valdo's Rest, which I'm doing right now. Um, but it's very hard to get to this level because, I mean, you have to invest a lot of money into it. So what I found to be the best out of all of these is probably Lira Arthain. And the only reason it's so good is because of all these nodes right here. These right here, which is breaches. Now, of course, if you come from, the past where there was no Echoes of Atlas, breaches were actually pretty shit. I mean, you didn't really make that much money out of them. But now you can make so much money, and the breaches themselves, they sell like liquid. And yeah, that's why they're so good. Plus, the blights. Um, this will make you get more blighted maps, and this will also have an additional chance to for a blight encounter and so on. Basically, you'll get maps and you'll go through maps. You can also sell them, it doesn't matter, but I think going through them is better. Anyways, let's get to the point of what I'm trying to say here. You have to get all of these nodes. I mean, the main nodes here are this, but if you do get blights, it's also very good because you're gonna make more currency in the long run. And I can't really tell you what the approximate amount per hour of exalted this is, but you can check different videos on it. I mean, there's a lot of videos where they explain Lira Arthain in general, but I guess you just have to trust my word on it. I mean, I'm not a professional at this game. I'm playing actually. This is my second league, and I found this as a new player. I found this to be the best method to make currency. So what you'll need is you'll need these watchstones, and three of them are Chayulas at 90%. You can see all of them. As you can see, this one is 83 because, well, I didn't want to spend more currency. But each one of these costs about one exalted. Could be two exalted on a very bad day, but it's usually one exalted, or you can craft them themselves. And the way you do that is basically you get a normal shit Lira Arthain Watchstone, and you try to alt it basically a lot of times. Although I tried to do that, but I didn't have any luck. I burned like 20 alterations and got nothing. So yeah, and one Ulnatol. So that way, if you don't find any Chayulas, you could find Ulnatols, and if you didn't know, Ulnatol Breachstones sell for a bit more than, those Zoth or Esh or um, all those other ones that sell for 10C. This one sells for 30C. And if you didn't know, Chayulas, they sell for, the Breachstones, I mean, they sell for about 1x. That's why this strategy is very good. And with these bridgestones, you have a bigger chance to make even more splinters. And for example, if you encounter a Chayula encounter, right? You'll get so much more splinters, and you'll probably get around like 20 from one. If your character is fast enough to do it as well. I mean, you need for this, of course, you need a fairly decently fast build, since because of the nodes, like this one, breaches in areas open and close 50% faster. This means that they will close even faster than they're supposed to, and that's a bit bad. But if you have a fast build, this should work. I mean, this is probably for all the players on top of Exile. I mean, this is just a very good farming strategy. So once you acquire all of these, place them in, and I suggest you to actually do all the maps as well, so that you can favorite maps. Let me take these out. And if you didn't know, in Ultimatum, if you take out all the sockets from all the other regions and put all the sockets in one region, you're gonna get even more maps. And of course you have to favorite them, but if you don't have these, you're still gonna get a lot of Lira Arthain maps if you put all the 4 watchstones. Because it's a higher chance to even get more of these maps. Anyways, as you can see, I have to. As I said, I'm not really keen on getting one more. I think this is pretty good. Since getting one more is very hard, since you have to defeat the awakening bonus thing, and yeah, it's a lot of work. So what I do is I do race course and I do shipyard. I always sustain these, and if I don't, I switch to like Boros or something, because Boros actually is a very good map. It drops a nice shield that costs like 100 C, so that's pretty good. Or I just pick any other map like Lighthouse. So yeah, um, I'm gonna give you a tour really quick on the maps themselves. So let's do one race course at right now. Also, by the way, use your Saxtons. I found out that using Saxtons actually gives you um, more maps. And as you can see, I don't really have good Sextons, so it's good to run out of them as well. It doesn't matter how many you have. It's good to run out of them, because that means you're using currency to get even more currency. So as much as you invest in the map, that's how much return you'll get back. I mean, even more probably. Anyways, let's pick race course because I like that map a lot. This is a very good map, and I'll show you in a minute. Of course, chisel it to 20 quality, then alk it, and that's what I go with. Be sure to have no reflect on this, as well as, you know, leech if your build is with leech and stuff. So, and what I do is I pick 2, sacrifice at dusk, and sacrifice at dawn. 2 sacrifices basically, and I do a polished breeze scarab. There you go. That's my build. I just go in like that. And be sure to pick this as well. So race course. Okay, let's go. My build is a Frostblaze build. It's not really that good. You see the DPS here. This is all the info. It's fairly decent though. If you want to copy it, that's okay. I just use some random build on PoE builds. I usually kill enemies so that, you know, that way I can get a higher chance on getting more maps. There you go, we found one. This one is Tool. You're gonna get a lot of these, but once you hit Chayula or Ulnatol, you're gonna get a lot of them. and in a couple of runs, you'll get a Breachstone really fast. So yeah. Let me grab all of these. Okay, one more. That's Ash. Be sure to go with the hands too. They sometimes give you more splinters. So these normally give you around 10C if you have all the breachstones. Well, if you have a breachstone, basically. Look out, that's a good map. Okay. You can basically do almost every single map in Lira Arthain, I think. Every single boss, well, the bosses are pretty hard, but the mobs in there are not that hard to beat. Okay. Let's open this. Okay, see one more. Let's get this really quick, so it could be easier for us. Another tool. As I said, you'll get these frequently, but once you do hit the Chayulas, it's gonna be really good. Now you could do this with better scarabs, and you can invest even more if you want. You can put like Legion scarabs in there, all different sorts of stuff, and I mean, yeah, you can make a lot of currency with this. I found this to be very good, and of course, you're gonna sustain the maps pretty well if you do remove all the watchstones around you. I saw some videos where people say that if you remove one watchstone, it works. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it's not gonna work. So I usually just remove all of them. Although, yeah, if you want to, you could try with removing only one watchstone in every single one. So that makes it free. Toxic Sewers, also a very good map. Pretty sure it's done with breachstones. I don't suggest you fight the boss here because the boss is pretty hard to do. My build, yeah, my build is not fit for the bosses in this game since I don't have much health. But yeah, that was one map. Of course, you'll get better stuff than I did, and this usually happens. Sometimes you get basically almost nothing. No Chayulas, no Ulnatols, but when you do get them, it's very rewarding, and you'll make a lot of chaos with this method. And yeah, you can get a lot of exalted from it. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like it. I don't know, if you want to see more Path of Exile or any other kind of video or tutorial, let me know in the comments down below. If you had any difficulties understanding the video or yeah, any of that, leave also a comment and I'll be sure to help you, since I'm a rambler and I sometimes get off topic. But yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you very soon.